I'd like to call this meeting to order at 6:31.
Members of the public can view the meeting live on YouTube, and the link is posted on the agenda. Members of the public are hereby notified that meetings of the Board of Directors are recorded, and requests for video recordings may be made to the clerk of the board. If a member of the public wishes to make a general public comment or a comment on a certain agenda item, please submit a blue speaker card to the clerk of the board, and speaker cards are available at the table at the back of the room. At this time, I'd like to welcome up Kelly Runge, Management Analyst with the district, to lead us in the pledge. And after the pledge, Director of Parks and Recreation, Jill Nuns, will say a few words.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready? You love when people talk about you so much. She loves it so much. So this is the amazing Kelly Runge. She is one of our management analysts for Park Services and Facilities. And I'm going to say really nice things about her, and she's going to turn really red because she is not about herself. She's about everybody else, which is amazing. So over the past 3 years, Kelly has proven herself to be an outstanding employee whose dedication and work ethic has set a high standard for our entire team. She plays a critical role in keeping the department running smoothly, all while delivering exceptional customer service and supporting staff across the district. Kelly cares deeply about our community and is always willing to lend a hand whenever and wherever it's needed. Quite simply, Kelly is the glue that holds our department together, and we're fortunate to have her on our team. This is a quote from Jim Morales, who couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately, but is the supervisor of Kelly, and so he wanted to make sure you heard that quote. So thank you, Kelly, for all you do for the district and our community. This is Kelly Runge.
Item 2.
Item 2, standing action item, SB 707 requests. This is the portion of the meeting where we deal with any requests to join remotely through SB 707. We have received no requests under the emergency cause provisions and will list it as no action taken.
That brings us to item 3.
Director Danzel?
Here.
Secretary Yearwood?
Here.
Vice Chair Mattis?
Here.
Chair Langen?
Here.
And we received advance notification that Director Sloan would be absent this evening.
All right, so B.
Item B, comments by the public on non-agenda items. Members of the public may address the board on topics within the district's jurisdiction that are not listed on this agenda. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes, and it is a violation of state law for the board to discuss or take action on non-agenda items. Board members may only briefly ask clarifying questions or refer the matter to staff, and at this time we've received no speaker cards, and seeing none, there's no public comment.
All right, item C, consent calendar.
Consent calendar items are considered administratively routine and will be acted upon in one motion unless separate action on a specific item is necessary. The chairperson will consider any requests for discussion on the items prior to approval of the consent calendar, and this evening we have 2 items for your consideration. And at this time, we have no speaker cards, and seeing none, I will turn it back over to you.
Are there any items board members would like to pull from the consent calendar?
I believe we have to pull C1 because I was not here last month. Correct?
It is up to you on whether you would like to abstain, or you can
Well, I would abstain.
still still vote on it,
Okay.
but it's up to you.
But if I abstain, I basically abstain on both of them. Right? If we do.
Yeah, so if you would like to abstain, then we can pull the item.
Yeah, I would like to abstain, yes.
Pull item C1. Can I get a motion for C2?
Chair Langdon, I approve item C2.
I'll second.
Okay. Have a motion by Director Danzel and a second by Secretary Yearwood.
Director Danzel?
Aye.
Secretary Yearwood?
Aye.
Vice Chair Mattis?
Aye.
Chair Langen?
Aye.
And Director Sloan is absent.
All right. Can I get a motion for C1?
I motion that we approve the minutes for the regular meeting of Board of Directors on February 18th, 2026.
Second.
Have a motion by Vice Chair Mattis and a second by Director Danzel.
Director Danzel?
Aye.
Secretary Yearwood?
Abstain.
Vice Chair Mattis?
Aye.
Chair Langen?
Aye.
And Director Sloan is absent.
That brings us to D, presentations.
Item D1, presentation in recognition of International Women's Day. Informative presentation only, no action to be taken by the Board of Directors. At this time, we received no speaker cards, and seeing no public comment, I'd like to welcome up Director of Parks and Recreation, Jill Nuns.
Gather round.
Kids are so cute.
I know.
This is over, you got some falafel in the back.
All right. You never on.
No, I'll take this.
Never scared.
Matt was gonna.
Understood. All right. Good evening, Chair Langen and members of the board. I'd like to take a moment this evening to recognize International Women's Day, celebrated each year on March 8th. As you may recall, last year this board adopted a resolution formally recognizing the day and affirming the importance of celebrating these achievements, the leadership and lasting contributions of women in our communities. Here at our agency, women are the driving force behind the work we do every single day. We are proud to have women serving across our organization in administration, park services, recreation, and at our golf course, bringing talent, leadership, creativity, and dedication to every corner of our parks and our programs. In Parks and Recreation, the impact of women is truly everywhere. It's reflected in the programs that connect neighbors and families, in the care and stewardship of our parks and our facilities, in the volunteers who give their time, and in the countless women and girls who find opportunity, health, friendship, and inspiration through these spaces. Parks have long been places where possibilities open up, where girls discover confidence through sports and recreation, where women step forward to lead community initiatives, and where welcoming, inclusive spaces allow everyone to grow, belong, and thrive. Today we celebrate the remarkable women who make our parks, programs, and services possible. We also thank the board for your continued leadership in recognizing International Women's Day and for supporting the people who help make our parks and recreation systems such a vital and vibrant part of our community. Together we honor the contributions of women today, and we reaffirm our commitment to ensuring that our parks, programs, and workplaces continue to inspire, uplift, and empower the generations of women and girls who follow. So please join me in giving a well-deserved round of applause for these incredible women. Thank you.
So we're gonna do a group photo, so if we can head down there and maybe have someone include Shelby.
Matt volunteered to take the photo.
Okay, good.
No, you, I have a.
This is the cool side.
Yeah, we can't be past, we gotta be.
Here I'm at.
She doesn't want to be there.
You just want to be the floating head.
Are we ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, my phone please, my phone, thank you, next. Right here, 3, 2, 1, perfect.
And then Matt, we're gonna do something fun. So you ready for a fun one?
Sure.
Okay,
All right.
everybody, just do something fun.
Something fun, and go. Take a bunch more as you guys are having fun, so, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
My
So I'll have 2 on next month, whatever that is. He's got 2.
I was like, man, this is
I
gonna
know,
this is gonna be a fast meeting.
Mine all come into one today. I was wondering why you had
Hey.
2 dozen and compared to Rick's 2. Because Rick's You're not sticking around? No? Taylor's falafel over
And then there was 5.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to item E, committee reports, which I see none. Item F, public hearings, I see none. G, roll call, or regular calendar, I see none. That brings us to H, board of directors items.
Item H1A, adopt resolution 25/26-21, calling for the November 3rd, 2026 general district election, consolidation with the statewide election, candidate statement length and costs, notice of election, and publication of notice of election. And at this time, we received no speaker cards, and seeing none, I'll just report out some brief items from the staff report. This is something we bring forward each district election cycle. This year, the district is required to conduct an election for the purpose of electing 3 members to the board of directors. There are 3 seats up for election, and those are District 1, District 2, and District 3. Per board policy 2.8, election of the board shall limit candidate statements not to exceed 200 words and shall require the candidate to pay the expense for the candidate's ballot statement. If approved, adoption of this resolution will call for the general district election. The election will be consolidated with the statewide election. The limitation on the number of words a candidate may use in their statement and method of payment will be established, as previously mentioned. And the clerk will execute a notice of election and publication of the notice. The registrar of voters will then publish a combined election notice with other districts, and the district shall reimburse the county for actual costs accrued. And with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have about this item.
Aren't I District 3?
Yeah, because you have 125 on the
Is it
page
on the front?
29.
Oh, okay. Whew. All right, so I wasn't in campaign mode yet.
Yeah, on page 29 is 125.
My apologies for the typo. Thank you for correcting that.
All right, do we have any discussion?
I think it's nope.
All right. That's for roll call. Yeah, okay. Can I get a,
I move the board of directors adopt resolution 2526-21, calling for the November 3rd, 2026 general district election, consolidation with the statewide election, candidate statement length and cost, notice of election, and publication of the notice of election.
I'll second that.
all right, we have a motion by Vice Chair Mattis and a second by Secretary Yearwood.
Director Danzel?
Aye.
Secretary Yearwood?
Aye.
Vice Chair Mattis?
Aye.
Chair Langen?
Aye.
And Director Sloan is absent.
H2, board member reports.
For item H2A, there was no training to report this month, and item H2B is the community activities report. And at this time, we received no speaker cards, and seeing none, I will turn it back over to you, Chair Langen.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and start with Director Danzel.
Thank you, Charlie. This month, a lot of what you're going to see is California Association of Record Park Districts. We're in our point where we're getting close to our conference this year, so there's a lot of that going on. So on March 3rd, elections nomination committees, the board chose yesterday, after the recommendation of the nomination committee, that the incoming slate of officers will be President-elect is Director Sloan from our board. The CFO will be Al McGreehan from Paradise, Rec and Park District. At-large year, even year will be myself, and there is one other gentleman from the East Bay who will be, whose name slipped me. I've only met him one time. He was put up. And then the general manager will be Michelle Lacey. So that is who the board has chosen to put up. That ballot will be coming to our board in April. So we'll be able to vote, and then also at the conference, somebody can put in their name and decide to run at that point. So that covers that. March 3rd, 2026, conference committee, we sat down, figured out exactly who we're gonna finalize to have as our speakers. We have some very well-known speakers, some that we've heard from before, some new ones, but a lot of members this year, which is great. And then we also worked on the 2027 conference, and those dates were picked also yesterday at our March 17th meeting. That will be the 25th through the 29th at Olympic Village in Tahoe, so for 2027. And clerk, I can give you those dates afterwards if you didn't get them. The legislative committee, always a fun, long meeting. Got to hear bits and pieces. I was on a drive because later that day I went to a California Parks and Rec, or CPRS, District 2 Awards installation and banquet, where we got to watch members of our staff be elected onto that board. We watched the president come. The president was also from our board. She was coming off at the time, and the district did receive a couple of awards for staff and programs, which was great. I will let staff talk more about those in the staff reports. March 17th, yesterday, CRPD board meeting, went over what the elections committee did, the nominations committee, and talked about legislation. Then today, we did our Capitol visit. I have that information. It's long and lengthy, so if anybody wants to look at it, I can hand that to you and let you read all the fun stuff and who we saw and met today. Talked with the Assembly's lead counsel on budget, just to see where the state was going to be on budget. Is it going to change in the next 2 weeks? Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Where are parks going to be seeing money? Are we going to be seeing money? Are we not going to be seeing money? And we were told that we're going to say status quo. So whatever that means, great. And then state parks, there's grants out there, which I've already talked to a member of the staff on that, and our staff is definitely aware of what's going on there. That is it for my report.
All right. Thank you, Director Danzel. Secretary Yearwood?
Why, thank you, Chair. Well, in case you missed it, last Friday, March 13th, was the Cordova Community Council Community Volunteer Awards, and our own Rick Sloan was given an award for all of his efforts in the community and taking photos and memorializing things. You could tell it really meant a lot to him. He was very thankful, and so he did a nice little speech there, and that was a great little event, and well, that's all I got.
All right. Thank you, Secretary Yearwood. Vice Chair Mattis?
Nothing to report.
All right. So March 7th was Rosemont Little League opening day celebration. Really early, very long day for me, but that's because I decided to coach as well. But a lot of fun just to see all the youth just do our little parade route, walk down. Super, they're all excited and smiles are everywhere, and so just a great time. And then we had, throwing out our first pitch was Supervisor Hume, and catching the first pitch was Assemblyman Hoover. So pretty cool to see that. And then, excuse me, March 13th, Cordova Community Council Community Volunteer Award Ceremony. This is my first time attending that, and it was pretty cool just to see all the different people. I mean, I'm sure that there's many more that could be up for the awards, but just to see the people that got it and how thankful they were, and it just shows how much people love this community. And then, as Secretary Yearwood said, our own Director Sloan got an award, which was awesome to be a part of, and just to be able to see and see how much it meant to him. And I think it's just, as I've gotten to know him more and more, especially over the last 4 years, just to know how much he loves the community and how much he's out there taking pictures and doing different things. It's just been awesome to see. And so, yeah, it was just a great time, and congratulations to Director Sloan. That leads us to item I, comments by staff on non-agenda items.
Item I1, district-wide monthly progress report for March 2026. And at this time, we received no speaker cards, and seeing no public comment, I will turn it over to General Manager Patrick Larkin.
Thank you, Shelby. So just a couple of brief updates. Again, thank you to the board members that were able to attend the CCC's Community Volunteer Awards, and I agree, Rick was beaming with pride, and being recognized was very special for him. So thank you for supporting. Also, attended 2 trainings and legislative committee meetings from CRPD. A lot of legislation is going on as it affects different types of degrees of our Parks District here. There's a lot of them are related to developments. So recently we had the opportunity to respond to CSDA and some of the legislation that's being proposed related to housing. And our canoe here was able to step up and answer those questions with her background and expertise. And she has been now appointed to serve as the parks representative for housing legislation associated how it affects parks. Go canoe. So she'll also be joining myself and Shelby at legislation days for CSDA coming up in April. So I'm really glad that we're leading the parks industry as it relates to development and affordable housing and different things that developers are trying to do as it relates to parks. So thank you for that. I also attended the United Cerebral Palsy's Board of Director meeting, and I'm on the Planning Committee and Fundraising Committee for their UCP Humanitarian of the Year annual event. It's a very large fundraiser. It's going to be hosted on May 29th, and the honoree this year is Ann Fong. So something wrong? Call Ann Fong. See how that works? Sponsorship, folks. She's amazing. She has been incredible in what she's generously offering for the fundraising with houses and vacation spots and things like that. She's a pretty amazing person in our community. So honored to be a part of that. We also have a lot of recruitment activities going on. Our human resources staff have been very busy with career fairs, and in the month of March and April, we're planning on going to Bella Vista High School job fair on the 26th, April 1st, Cordova High School, and then April 11th, the district and Folsom Cordova Community Partnerships career workshop. So thank you for getting out there and going to the people for our recruitment. It's important for us to be present. So instead of expecting them to come to us, we go to them, right? What a concept. Some updates on projects. Prospect Hill Park Shade project. The project is currently under design. The project at Mather Sports Complex, South Soccer Field Replacement Turf. The project is scheduled to be completed by the beginning of June, if not sooner. White Rock Community Dog Park is in the permitting phase still. We're hoping to have that shoot out anytime within the next month or so we can start on that. Also, Steel Ridge, formerly known as the Trevor Gill Martin tentative subdivision map, will be looking to come most likely to the April 2026 Board of Directors for consideration of a park development agreement and CFD annexation for that development area. Our updates on the grants, we are still anticipating and crossing our fingers that we hear something in the spring of 2026. It's getting a little dimmer and dimmer as the months go by and we're not hearing anything. These are grants that are originated from the federal government that get passed through to the state. The state administers them, and so there is a clog right there between the feds and the state as to why the anticipated notice to us is delayed. On page 45 of your board packet, again, there is a map showcasing to the board as well as the public our areas in high intensity development. And you can see here there are quite a few, but that gives you an idea of where the concentration for park planning and development has been. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our Director of Parks and Recreation, Jill Nuns.
Thank you. Hello again. As Director Danzel mentioned, we are excited to share that CRPD received 2 California Park and Recreation Society District 2 awards. The first award we received was the Recreation and Community Program Award for our Outdoor Adventures and Tag program. And then the second award we received was the Rising Star Award, which was presented to Arturo, who is a program facilitator and cook at the Neil Orchard Senior Activity Center. Also, we celebrated the installation of 2 of our recreation supervisors, Nicole Lowry and Heather Shelsky, onto the CPRS District 2 board. So congratulations to everybody. We also, at the golf course, had a hole-in-one this past month. Adam Sefani, one of our driving range volunteers, made his first hole-in-one on hole 12 using his 5-iron. So congratulations to Adam. Pretty cool. All right, in recreation, our youth programs continue to have really strong participation with 26 athletes in Pee Wee soccer, 86 in junior NBA, basketball. The Camp Cordova February break camp averaged 40+ campers daily, making it one of the most well-attended sessions to date. So good job for the Camp Cordova. And then finally, one of our amazing partners, UCP, will be utilizing the Lincoln Village Community Park tennis courts to launch an inspiring new program that introduces children with disabilities to the game of tennis. So we're excited to be able to bring that program to Lincoln Village. So yay! In the aquatics world, I cannot believe this, but the pools are back open again. The Cordova Community Pool is back open again. It officially opened for the 2026 season with the start of the Cordova High School's swim team practices. And then our first swim team open house was held on March 7th, welcoming both new and returning families interested in joining the Blue Marlins and Cordova Cadets. So interest was high for both programs, and teams are optimistic about maximizing participation and building a strong competitive season. And then finally, for the second year in a row, our aquatics team provided a water safety certification course to San Juan Unified School District's Physical Education Department. So that's pretty cool. So we love that we were able to collaborate and continue to strengthen water safety awareness throughout the community. And then it equips our local educators with essential life-saving skills as well. So super proud of the team for being able to do that. In park services and operations, our staff completed some tree pruning training with a certified arborist to support long-term tree health and maintenance. So they learned all the fun things that they need to learn about with trimming trees. And then a few projects and facility improvements over the past month included repainting the ADA parking spaces at 9 district parks, making playground repairs and upgrades at Alstrom Park and Sun River Park, and then painting the exterior of the Neil Orchard Senior Activities Center. And then finally, in community relations, the district implemented doc access on its website in mid-February, improving PDF accessibility and supporting compliance with Web Content Accessibility Guidelines 2.1 Level AA. So staff will continue working with Civic Plus to further enhance our overall website accessibility. And then our communications manager, Shelby Golden, completed the Public Relations Society of America Measurement and Analytics Certificate Program. So that's exciting, so congratulations to Shelby.
Thank you.
And then Elena Berger completed the PRSA Digital Marketing Certificate Program. So these certifications strengthen the district's ability to deliver strategic, data-driven communications that effectively serve the community. So congratulations to Shelby and Elena. Our top performing digital content this past month included the Valentine's Day party at the barn, our Year of Impact, the HR recap with our own Andrea White, and then our Year of Impact volunteer recognition event recap. And then as a reminder, a full list of upcoming community happenings can be found on page 57 of your board report. And with that, that concludes my report. Thank you.
All right, that brings us to item J, informational items.
Item J1 is our articles, correspondence, and public outreach, and item J2 is our district calendar for March and April. And at this time, we received no speaker cards, and seeing no public comment, I will turn it back over to you.
All right. Item K, closed session.
Item K1, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9 D2, one potential case. And at this time, we received no speaker cards, and seeing none, I will turn it back over to you, Chair Langen.
All right, we'll now adjourn for closed session at 7:01. They used to not be.
Yeah, it's down to Yearwood.
They used to be.
I've always written my name out completely.
Come to me first.
Yeah, I gotta change it.
I'm like,
And I think we're
I'm
ready.
not a dentist.
All right, item K1, there is no report, oh, sorry. We are now returning to open session at 7:41. Item K1, there is no reportable action, which will move to M. And we are going to adjourn this meeting at 7:41.